in a school. I think it's in London. I think she runs a school in London. A lady called, tell me, you might have to correct
Catherine
me.
Burble Singh.
Catherine Burble Singh.
I know, I've been to her school.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So she's regarded as probably the best head teacher.
Her school's amazing.
Have you've been?
I've been, yeah, I spent half a day in the school.
Yeah. So Catherine Burble Singh, who is recognised by the government as this fantastic head teacher, is now being taken to court by one of her pupils, or maybe a number, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it's one, I think.
Because this kind of links into immigration, I guess, because maybe, I don't know how many of the kids at her school are the children of immigrants or immigrants, but it's the school, as I understand it, in a London borough.
It's in Wembley.
Yeah, which has got a very high population of Muslim Muslim pupils.
The school's 50% Muslim.
50% Muslim.
And I'd say 95% of the kids who go to the school are from migrants.
Yeah, but the school has had tremendous academic performance.
The last 2-3 years, it's the most successful secondary school in the country. It beats fee-paying schools. It beats the top elite schools. It's the most successful secondary school in the country.
Wow.
And they don't select. It's not a selective school.
Wow.
It's not a fee-paying school. It's a council school.
Yeah.
The council send her pupils. She has no idea who they are.
Yeah.
But because of the strict regime she puts in place, been going now 10 years or something, they get amazing results.
Yeah. So this fantastic school, this fantastic head teacher, somehow she's now having to defend herself in court, or the school in court, because one of her rules is no religious prostration or whatever it might be in the school during school hours. You can do your religious stuff, and that applies to all religions, by the way, not just Islam. And she's been taken to court by a Muslim pupil who wants the rights. Because what was happening apparently, half of the kids were praying at break time and blocking the playground so the other kids couldn't play and things like that in that time.
It's more sinister than that.
Okay, so I'm interested. I'm interested in your view on this and how you understand it and what you think is going to happen.
I've seen she's done some interviews last couple of days like this, so this is what she's said on her interviews. Her school is secular, and she tells all parents that before they send their children, and she goes, it has to be, because we've got 50% Muslims, we've got Jehovah's Witnesses, we've got Christians, we've got Jews, we've got Hindus, we've got Buddhists. We just need a system that accommodates all of them. I've had lunch at her school with the children, sat at a children's table with the kids chatting to them. All the food there is vegetarian because
that's right. Yeah.
Because there's no way we can work out what kids have halal. She goes, it'll cost a fortune. Mistakes will be made by accident. So all food is vegetarian. That's so all the kids from different religions, different families can sit together and eat the same food at dinner time. We're not splitting kids up on Muslim guys sit here, Jews sit here. The comradeship in the school is amazing. They don't have a prayer room in the school because it's not a purpose-built school. It's a tower block. It's an office block.
All right.
Because they couldn't get the money to build a proper school, so they're really tight on space. So there's no prayer rooms from the beginning because she said we don't have any space for prayer rooms. And if we had the prayer rooms, the 50% of pupils are Muslim now. There'd have to be 14 prayer rooms. It'd be uncontrollable. She said, but if pupils wanted to pray at lunchtime in the yard, in their head or whatever, she goes, that's always been allowed. No one's ever done it. Several months ago, there were some Muslim pupils who started praying outside at lunchtime, and it was permitted. But then it grew, and there was more pupils doing it. And then she found out Muslim pupils in the school were being intimidated to also come and pray. Some of the female pupils who never wore the hijab started coming to school with a hijab and said, I don't really want to wear this, but I'm being told I have to now. The school was becoming Islamified. It was becoming a cult in the school that was affecting other Muslim students who didn't want to do it but were being bullied into it. That's when the head said, no praying in the school now at all. Even though it was permitted for 10 years, they are using it as a Trojan horse to Islamify the school. So she stopped it all. Then this female pupil then, who last year had been suspended for threatening to stab a girl.
I read that, yeah.
Then got legal aid to take the school to court, and it's in the High Court at the moment. This has to be thrown out. This has to be won by Catherine Birbalsingh. I mean, the school is absolutely amazing. I've never seen a school like it, and I've worked in schools, lots of failing schools. The respect by the pupils, and I've never been to a class before where every child was screaming out answers at the top of their voice and fully engaged.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I thought, let me find the kids who are not taking part. And I sat at the back of the class looking at, every kid was engaged. And
Wow.
and when you visit their school, the teachers don't take you round. They get 2 kids to take you round. And you can go in any classroom you want to without knocking. You just walk in, sit at the back. These are all unannounced visits. The school is amazing. And her results show how amazing it is.
So the question to ask then, I mean, I agree with you. We hope the outcome is that she will win this. But where are the government here? Where is the support for this lady, for this school, who are occupied with some stupid vote on Rwanda? Why are they not stepping in here and saying, no, this is the way it's got to be, blah, blah, blah.
I think once it gets to a court case, the government can't comment then. This is an ongoing court case now.
No, but why has the legislation before this not been changed to support these behaviours? Because I read one article saying that the law is behind her here because we're not catching up fast enough. Because this is an issue that must be faced in a number of schools now.
Oh yeah.
With certainly in the London area where there's a very high immigrant Muslim population in those areas. This must be an issue in lots of schools. Why is the legislation not in place now? I'm asking you as though you're running the government, but I know you're not. But these, to me, are the issues that should be being dealt with by the government, not Rwanda. But they're not. They're nowhere to be seen here, are they? Have they actually said anything publicly to support it?
Not that I know of. But again, let's go back to the theme of what I was talking about. Cowardice in politicians. Why would a politician want to come in on this and potentially alienate their Muslim voter base? So let's just stay quiet. I'm not going to get involved in this. I don't often compliment France, our longest enemy ever, the French.
I don't think I've ever heard you compliment France before.
But all their schools are secular. And they don't allow any religious practices in any of their state-run organisations and state-funded institutions, and that's what we should have in this country.
Unless it's a Catholic school or something.
Well, no, I don't want Catholic schools.
Oh, really?
I don't want any religious schools in this country, because what that does, is it separates us again into tribes. You're Catholics, you go to that school. You're Jews, you go to that school. You're Muslims, you go to that school. Education in a school should be non-political and non-religious. Why do you need a religion to understand the Roman Empire? Why do you need a religion to understand biology? Why do you need to be a certain religion to understand geography? We shouldn't have religion in school.
Yeah, but I think you and I went to church, Protestant schools, didn't we? I did. I remember saying the Lord's Prayer and going to and all that sort of stuff, and I quite liked that. That gave me some insight into my culture and into my religion, which is Christianity. So I'm not unlike you.
But those days have gone.
Yes, no, they have gone. But
those have gone. So if we don't have that, we risk what we've got now. We risk of having. Well, I'm sending all my children to Muslim schools where they're going to be brainwashed about this and that. I want to send my Jewish schools, my kids to a Jewish school in the Jewish area where I live, and they're going to meet no one else apart from other Jewish kids and live in isolation of the country that they live in. We're seeing these pockets all over the country.
Yeah, but I think, can't you have Catholic schools, Jewish schools, Muslim? I'm not particularly opposed to those, as long as the curriculum is controlled by the country, by the government. But
they aren't supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, so a Muslim school for me is fine, and the kids can do the praying or whatever if they're all Muslims. The point here is this is a secular school, as you say, which is now being invaded by religious practice, which is eroding the success of that school. That's why I've got an opposition. I don't have per se an opposition to a Catholic school or a Muslim school or whatever.
What about
as long as there's a national curriculum?
What about Christian doctor? So we'll have a health centre run by Christians, only for Christians, paid for by the NHS.
Yeah, but that's not education, is it? I think we're talking.
It's a state service.
Yeah. No, no, yeah, that's a good argument actually. I don't know what the answer to that, but I'm not aware of any Christian practices.
But can you see how this?
Yeah,
I've not got the answers to any of this.
I'm aware. I'm sure there are Muslim doctors or Jewish
there
doctors
is.
where a lot of Muslims and a lot of Jewish people go to see them. But I think in terms of education, which is compulsory, so we're talking about something here that is compulsory for children in a particular area, I can understand having one affiliated to your religion. I'm not anti-religion.
What about courts then? So you're arrested by the police, so that's
Yeah.
compelled. You're going to court. Well, I'm going to opt for the Muslim court.
Well, yeah, but are you talking about Sharia law?
No, I'm talking about British law
Yeah.
interpreted by Muslim judges with Muslim people running the court, and it's purely only for Muslims,
Yes,
run by Muslims, for Muslims, interpreting British law.
Yeah, but the point there is it's not like they're teaching anything to do with Muslims at that. So there's no point. There's no reason to have a Muslim court.
I don't think there's any point having religious in schools because you're not there to learn about your religion. That's personal. Your parents should be sending you to Sunday school, to the local madrasa, to the local mosque in your time of the week after school. All that's fine.
Yes,
but not in state-funded schools.
But I can understand a parent saying, "I want to make sure my child is living within the rules, if you like, or the structures of our religion. So we'll send him to
and that's called Saudi Arabia.
We'll move on from this one.
If you like that video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and comment. And if you like what I'm saying about running for Mayor of Greater Manchester, then stick around. Tell your family, tell your friends. The only way I'm going to have a chance of winning is a grassroots movement. So be part of that movement and hit that bell. Thanks.